All right. Happy Sunday. I'm gonna throw on a little music while we waiting on everybody. Song Beverly Hills off the album. Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map.
Move to Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map.
Good AM, homie.
Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map.
Quiet your mind, sit back and listen. I'm coming to give you everything you've been missing. I give you the science, you know I do the math. Raise your consciousness, walk a spiritual path. Let go of your ego, live from your true being. A journey like mine, you can't believe what you see it. I stick to the law, I believe in I am. This is the truth. I wouldn't give a damn. Took me from the dirt road straight to the hills. For the words I speak so raw, they give you the chills. You God in the flesh, it's time you know the truth. I spit it so hard, I should have been in the booth. The power's in your mind, you speak it to existence. We the people, yeah, we are the resistance. Fuck the new world order, the time is up for the game. You still believe the news? That shit is lame.
Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Move to Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. To Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map.
They create the problem and generate fear. But sit back and laugh, you know why you're here. Express your gifts and share with the world. The treasures I live, more valuable than pearls. God lives inside, that's the only heaven. He walks with
Appreciate
you.
that, homie. Thank you.
Number 7. Ask for what you want, he will provide. You have to believe the power's inside. You believe in the flesh, I believe in the spirit. I'ma keep kicking truth till these motherfuckers hear it. You a creator, the power's in your hand. You're really a god, but you think you a man.
Beverly Hills and put myself on the map.
Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Move to Beverly Hills and
Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map.
Move to Beverly Hills and
Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map.
Put myself on the map.
To Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map.
I walk with God, I stay protected. Commander in chief, I wasn't elected. Grew up as a youngin', a little neglected. Now I'm here, I know they didn't expect it. You've been given dominion, wherever your feet shall tread. Life-giving spirit in the land of the dead. Knowledge of self is my liberation. I got enough wisdom to feed the whole nation. We are one, the Father and I. He can do all things. Fuck getting by. I was born to win, made for glory. Dirt the rodeo, that's my story.
Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Move to Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Move to Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Move to Beverly Hills and put myself on the map. Put myself on the map. Put myself on the map.
Okay, so that was Beverly Hills by yours truly, HK, off the album Gangsta Mentality. And that's going to be the theme of the day, keeping it gangster. And I'm going to let you know what it really means to keep it gangster. Because gangster is just a mindset, okay? And that's the mindset of perseverance, consistency, and faith. And I'm going to have to say it over and over and over again because I got to drill it into you and we got to like rewire the brain. So while we're waiting on a few more people to join us, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the liberty of playing Dirt Road to Rodeo, right? And when you listen to this song Dirt Road to Rodeo, what I want you to think about is growth and change and transformation. And since we all on the journey, we got our own personal dirt road, whatever it is, whether it's negativity, whether it's limitation, whether it's doubt, whatever it is that we got to overcome, that's symbolized by the dirt road. And when we get to where we're trying to go mentally, that symbolizes rodeo. So it's going to be a long journey. And everybody always told us it ain't about the destination. It's about the journey. And since we all going somewhere, we got to embrace where we are on our journey right now, each of us individually, which is the dirt road to Rodeo. Okay. So we're going to go to Rodeo. So let me give you the theme song. The theme song is Dirt Road to Rodeo. Okay. So listen to it, and then we're going to get into a little bit more about what this transformation process looks like. But we all here to just help each other. You know, we need to build a community. So because the world is a negative place and they're going to tell us what we can't do. But here, I'm going to tell you, you can do it. And listen, shout out to Spiritual Gangster, Eternal Optimist. And that's what we all got to be. We got to have the certainty to know that it's going to work out. And it don't matter what's going on right now. It looks bleak. But listen, your life is a movie, right? And you don't want it to be boring. So it's going to look like everything is against you when actually everything is working out in your favor. The only thing you can do is change the way you look at it, because trying to change the world, you'll go crazy. But trying to change yourself and the way you see things, that's where the true power is. All right. So look, let's go Dirt Road to Rodeo. Yours truly, HK, you know, true story. You know, maybe you didn't have to grow up down that dirt road in poverty like I did with no father. You know, witness your brother get killed. Maybe you ain't have to do all of that. So I'm going to give you my experience, and hopefully that can help you on your journey, because we all in it together. Dirt Road to Rodeo. Let's go. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's go, baby. I love y'all too.
From the dirt road to Rodeo.
Out the mud.
Self-made.
Yeah.
Man that was
Yeah.
never a boy.
Uh-huh.
Grew up picking blueberries.
Yeah.
$1.50 a buck.
Let's go.
Single parent mom.
In a house with no running water. We all got a dirt road. As a child, I was scarred. That's why I go so hard.
Dirt road to Rodeo. Did it all without yayo. We ain't doing no time.
Yeah.
Young boy using his mind.
Let's go.
Dirt road to Rodeo. Did it all without yayo. We ain't doing no time. Young boy using his mind. Dirt road to Rodeo. Dirt road to Rodeo. Dirt road to Rodeo. Dirt road to Rodeo.
Dirt road.
To Rodeo.
Did it all.
Without yayo.
We ain't doing no time.
Young boy using his mind.
Let's go.
Started dirt poor.
Never had a dime. No food in the house.
I only had my mind. I'm
From the bottom of the borough.
brother doing time.
Being poor around here.
Is the #1.
Guess what? Out the mud for real.
So I stayed on my grind.
Schooled by the streets, I took a
Oath I never tell.
manifesting.
Like a wizard with a spell.
HK.
Educator.
Knowledge for your soul. Mess around with me, we turning.
Dirt in the gold. Dirt road to Rodeo. Did it all without yayo.
We ain't doing no time. Young boy using his mind.
Dirt road to Rodeo. Did it all without yayo. We ain't doing no time. Young boy using his mind. Dirt road to Rodeo. Dirt road to Rodeo. Dirt road to Rodeo. Dirt road to Rodeo. Dirt road to Rodeo.
Did it all.
Without yayo. We ain't doing no time. Young boy using his mind. Since a young boy
Had the streets on lock.
never knew my dad had to be my pops.
I'm here.
Now ain't nothing they can do. Going hard for my little brother Pooh. Shot in the head at the age of 13 before his time serving things.
I'm gonna win.
He can't lose. My daddy left. He chose the booze.
He rather drink.
and raise his sons.
Now we all lost.
Drugs and guns. By the grace of God,
They didn't get me.
rid of my car with shots.
No bullets hit me.
I'm still here. Dirt road to Rodeo. Did it all without yayo.
We ain't doing no time. Young boy using his mind.
Dirt road to Rodeo.
Did it all.
Without yayo.
We ain't doing no time. Young boy using his mind. Dirt road to Rodeo. Dirt road to Rodeo. Dirt road to Rodeo. They thought it was a joke, Bree. We out that mud, man. Tell them.
We ain't doing no time. Young boy using.
Guess what I did?
Moved to Beverly Hills and put myself on the map.
Yeah.
All I kick is truth. All my words, no cap. Hold your applause.
I need no props. My team stay ready.
We ain't thinking about the ops now.
I do what I want. I never ask permission. Battle at HK.
You in a messed up position.
Play the game how it go. You can never catch me. Guess what? I am.
Making something out of nothing. Yeah. Dirt road to Rodeo.
Did it all without yayo.
We ain't doing no time. Young boy using his mind.
Dirt road to Rodeo. Did it all.
Without yayo.
We ain't doing no time. Young boy using his mind.
Dirt road to Rodeo.
Dirt road.
To Rodeo.
Dirt road. Dirt road. Get it all. We ain't doing no time. Young boy using his mind. HK. So look, that's the song Dirt Road to Rodeo. And that's the theme song, right? So whenever you feel like everything is against you, the odds are stacked, you just say, Dirt Road to Rodeo. We're going to be all right. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do is fix your mind. Like my man said on them dirt bikes. Listen, half of us didn't even have bikes. We riding each other on handlebars and all of that. Whatever we can do to make a way. But guess what? We ain't quit. That's why I say eternal optimist. We keep going. The gangster mentality. Everything on the album was designed to take you on a journey. So those first two songs I just gave you, Beverly Hills and Dirt Road to Rodeo, that was just about me and the journey. You know what I mean? But the other 7 songs, they meant to take you on a journey of the soul. So when you listen to this music, right, it's not entertainment. This right here is soul music. It's a message to feed the soul. That's what we got to do. And we got to keep going no matter what. Listen, like they say, it ain't how hard you fall. It's how fast you get up. So that's why the gangster mentality, the album's called Gangster Mentality, because what we talking about? We talking about perseverance. You know, we talking about keep going no matter what. Everybody might say you ain't good enough and you can't make it. But what do you say about you? Do you just keep going no matter what? And that's why I tell them perseverance. I like my man Jack Canfield. He one of the biggest gangsters out there. It took him 144 times to get his book published, Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul. Guess what Jack say? If he'd have stopped at 100 no's, you wouldn't know who he is today. So I say you got to be gangster to show up to life with enthusiasm after everybody tell you no and you ain't good enough. But the true ones that really made it, they knew they was good enough when the rest of the world couldn't see it. Because remember, they don't got to see it. It's your vision. You got to see it. And your job is to bring it to life. So now they can say, oh, now I see it. This guy wasn't crazy after all. Like I said, eternal optimist. No matter what's going on, what we going to do? We're going to keep it gangster because it's a mentality. So we're going to persevere. We got to be here anyway. The time going to pass. So why not just keep moving toward what we want to do? So shout out to Jack Canfield. Let him know HK said he one of the biggest gangsters out there. And then what else we got? We got consistency. You know, sometimes we do it until we get an applaud, and we wait on people to say we good enough. And if they don't, we quit. But we got to commit ourselves to something one day. So the next part of that mentality is consistency. We got to commit ourselves to something, not what we feel like. It's going to be plenty of days we don't feel like doing what we supposed to do. Plenty of days that voice going to say, wait till tomorrow. You don't have to do it right now. You can do it later. Okay, but we got to stand up to that voice and we got to be consistent no matter what. And then guess what? We just got to have some faith. We got to know it's all going to work out. So the gangster mentality, perseverance, consistency, and faith, no matter what, it's going to work out. So we all going to be spiritual gangsters. That's the new motto. We spiritual gangsters, okay? Because we're going to do it in our mind first, and we're going to embrace that HK lifestyle, which is the mind, the body, and the soul. We're going to get back to the simple, basic part of life. But listen, thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate that. If this is your first time joining us, you know, every Sunday what we try to do, or most Sundays, what we try to do is get together and just basically lift each other up. It's just like going to the gym and you got to work these muscles. You know, everybody want the physique to look good and we worry about the outside. But what about the inside? And we got a mental muscle that we got to work. So today we're just going to prepare for the week ahead. And our job is just to try to be a little bit better than we were last week. We had some things we said we were going to do. Some of us said we might start working out. We said we might drink a little water. We said we might go to bed earlier. We didn't quite do it. No worries. It's a new day. We can do it now. We can prepare now for the week ahead. And that's what this is. So look at this as the gym class. But this is the gym class for that mental muscle. All right, here we go. So first of all, thank y'all for being here. You could be anywhere in the world. But what Jay said, you're here with me. And I appreciate that. So we're going to all set our intentions. Because we right here together and all of us working on the same accord, and our intentions is what? To raise our consciousness. Because we can only be where we at in consciousness. That's why they told us, as you think in your heart, so are you. Wherever you think you are, that's where you are. So all we want to do is come together and raise our consciousness because it's strength in numbers. So I'm going to do a meditation, right? this your first time joining me, I love doing meditations out of my book, 72 Names of God. I highly recommend it. But I'm not going to pick a meditation today. I'm going to let the meditation pick us. So I'm going to just open the book, and whatever page we come to, that's the meditation for today. We're going to ask for a sign. So let's set our intentions, all of us together. And let's just ask for a message from the universe. All right. Now what we're going to do, well, I will act as the channel because I will open the book and see what do we have today. Okay. Water. This is the meditation that came up today. Water. All right. So, let's see what it says. Here we go. The worst polluted body of water on the planet is not some highly contaminated lake. It is the human body, which consists of over 65% water. Okay, interesting. According to science, water is the most mysterious and least understood substance in the universe. According to Kabbalah, water is the light of God made manifest in the physical world. Hence, water pollution is both a physical and a spiritual crisis. When the water in our lakes and the water in our cells are tainted with physical and spiritual toxins, our personal and global immune systems are dangerously weakened. Genuinely pure water has the power to cleanse both physically and spiritually. In the same way that water miraculously dissolves dirt, grime, and other filth from the physical body, water's metaphysical essence dissolves away the spiritual uncleanliness and negativity that we've brought upon our body and soul. The Kabbalists say water can naturally heal, water can rejuvenate, and water holds the secret to immortality. But centuries of war, persecution, and hatred took its toll. Thus, water lost its intrinsic power. This name's helped return water to its original and divine pristine state. You purify the waters of earth and awaken the forces of healing and immortality. So, that meditation is called water. And I guess, it's one thing when you go to the ocean, right? And you get into the ocean and you come out and you feel better. That's one reason. It's because of the cleansing power that water has. But I'm sorry, y'all. I have a guest that wants to come in.
Yes, I have the same book.
And
that's for kids.
Say that again. Oh, you got the same book as just for kids? Okay. So Layla wants to show y'all she has the same book, but just for kids. Okay. So I just did a meditation out of mine called Water.
Can I try one?
Can you try your meditation? Sure, baby girl. Oh, this is
getting rid of negative thoughts.
Getting rid of negative thoughts? Okay. You want me to read to people? Let me see what it says, huh? Okay, so your meditation says getting rid of negative thoughts?
Yes. Can I read it?
Can you read it? Sure. Hold on, let's get you in here.
And for everybody who doesn't know me, for everybody who doesn't know my Instagram, YouTube channel, so my YouTube channel is Layla Kellem, Layla space Kellem, and then my Instagram is A Day with Layla.
Hey, so what you better to eat and drink? And I told you. Go ahead, do your thing.
So, I'm 6 years old, and here is the page I flipped to. I did not mean to flip to it. The book just chose it for me, so I'm going to read it. She
said the book chose it for her, and this meditation is called Getting Rid of Negative Thoughts.
Okay, so first it says, I'm no good. I want to hit my little brother. I hate my mom. Like a tune we can't stop thinking about. Harmful thoughts can run through our mind over and over again. I'm no good. I want to hit my little brother. I hate my mom. Just as we switch channels on a radio and change the tune, we can change the thoughts in our minds. I'm a good person. I want my little bird to be safe. I love my mom. We use this name to turn off the bad tune. Now a song of light rattles our bones and fills our whole body with joy.
All right, cool. So I want to talk about that right there real quick, because things don't happen by accident in this universe. So she turned to how to rid of negative thoughts. So one reason y'all know I talk about the brain a lot. And what I want people to know is I got what I call 3 brain hacks. Okay? I got 3 brain hacks. So if you know that your brain is inclined to worry, but your brain job is to keep you alive. So one reason you get so many negative thoughts is because your brain has to spot the negatives to keep you alive. And since we live in an environment since our outside environment has changed so much, but we still have a brain that hasn't changed in hundreds of thousands of years, our brain still is looking for threats. And that's why we get so many negative thoughts. So when we first of all understand that, we know one reason we got to search for positivity and that we got to actually look for things to be grateful for is because the default, let's say, mechanism of the brain is to worry. It's to do that. So you're going to get these negative thoughts. And that's one reason they say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. Meaning if you're not focusing on something that you want, you'll get these negative thoughts. So the second brain hack is this. The brain can't focus on positivity and negativity at the same time. So you got to choose to consciously focus on positivity. That's one reason we stress the I am so much. So you can say, I am happy, I am love, I am peace. Because the more you say that, the less your brain can focus on the negativity. Not only that, when you say words of love and compassion, what you're actually doing is changing the hormones that are being released into the body. And when you speak words of love and gratitude, you actually get a different set of hormones that are beaten to your body, that are released into the body, which actually uplifts the immune system. But when you say negative words and you worry, what happens is the brain perceives that as a threat. Because the third brain hack I was going to say to you is the brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. And since the brain job is to keep you alive, when you focus on something negative or something bad that could happen, what happens is the brain turns on the stress response mode and it prepares the body for fight or flight. So you start to get stress hormone cortisol. And over time, this buildup of cortisol, this prolonged cortisol creates inflammation in the body. And you begin to have all kinds of diseases and anxiety. So understanding that the brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, you have to actually choose your thoughts very, very wisely. So it takes me to this verse. It takes me to this verse that I like to say over and over. And this is what it says. It says, "And now, dear brothers and sisters, one final thing, fix your thoughts on what is true, what is honorable, what is right, what is pure, what lovely and admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise." That right there alone was the key to help you with the negative thoughts that you get, with the doubtful thoughts that you get, with the thoughts of not being good enough. That's what that right there helps you with. So listen, let's say thank you to Layla for that particular meditation.
Yeah, but can I do one more?
Can you do one more meditation?
Yeah.
All right, you can do one more meditation real quick. So hold on, let me finish this real quick. So that was how to get rid of negative thoughts. So the way to get rid of negative thoughts is you got to rewire your brain. So that's why when you wake up in the morning, you want to focus on positivity. You want to say the positive stuff. You want to get a journal and you want to write down positive things. And even for our kids, you see, this affects them. A lot of time we look at them like they just kids, but the same thing is happening to them because they also have a brain. So we got to plant these positive seeds into their mind. We got to tell them every day that they're good enough. When they wake up in the morning, we got to tell them at night before they go to bed. We got to tell them to look at certain things and listen to certain things and to be grateful. We got to actually do this and you got to do it every day because every day you wake up, your brain is on high alert. You get a hit of cortisol and your brain is looking for threats because your brain wants to keep you alive. But since we live in a world where our immediate safety is not threatened, then we have to find ways to be able to use the brain and not let the brain use us. Again, that's why I say we got to keep it gangster. What do I mean? You got to be gangster to find positive things to focus on when you get in these negative thoughts. When everybody around you is telling you that you're not good enough and this is not going to happen. You got to be really gangster. But okay, Layla is tired of me talking and she is ready to do her next meditation. So I turn it over to Layla.
So, when we read the first meditation, I actually forgot tell you guys that you're supposed to look at this right here, before you read the book. So actually, this is Hebrew, so like look at it for a couple seconds.
Tell them the eyes are the windows to the soul.
The eyes are the window to the soul.
There you go.
So this meditation is dream state. So when we think about this name and then go to sleep, our dreams will tell us all sorts of things. They will tell us about our lives. They will help us make choices. They will help us become wise. When we wake up in the morning, we will feel the brand new batteries inside of us. We feel recharged. We feel excited about life. We use this name to tell our own future.
Okay, so again, things don't happen by accident. So Layla just gave us dream state. So what I want to say, because today one of the things I was going to tell you is we need a night routine, right? So we need to focus on what we want before we go to bed. One thing about it, we go to sleep, but our brain doesn't. It keeps working. And it's assimilating a lot of the things that you've seen and thought about that day. So what you want to do is focus on exactly what you want to create in your life before you go to sleep. Again, that's a superpower. You got your subconscious mind that's really relaxed right then. So the information that you feed it is more acceptable. So before you go to bed at night, we turn off the screens, because the screen actually mimics the sunlight, and the blue light actually signals to our brain that it's still light outside. So we're not getting the melatonin that we need to signal to our body to begin to relax. So a lot of us, we can't sleep at night. We can't get a good restful sleep. So that's another thing. Sleep is a superpower. When we begin to take advantage of it and realize, all the things that are going on when we sleep, we know we need to get enough sleep at night, enough of the right sleep. So thank you to Layla for again giving us this meditation, because it's right back to the brain. And so when I look at all of the wisdom of the ages, no matter whether it was in the Bible or the Torah or the Buddha said it, no matter who said it throughout history, when I look at the information they gave us, it was actually all for us individually to beat these voices, this negativity that we have to deal with on a daily basis. It was actually giving us clues to how to live, so we can live a healthy, happy, and productive life. What's going on?
I have a question. Who's
he used to work out with us here. He used to work out with us, but let's focus real quick. Okay, so Baby Lay, you got anything else you want to say to the people?
I want, this is gonna be good. I want Aunt April to come on the call with us.
Oh.
Right now, right here on Instagram.
So hold on, while we waiting on that, listen, so what we're going to do, so everything we've been talking about, right, it's a mind state. So even if we look at the scripture and what the scripture tells us, stand guard at the doorway of your mind. The doorway of your mind is the things that you focus on and the things that you hear. That's the conscious mind, because it leads to the subconscious mind. And the things that you let get through to the subconscious mind, you will actually create it in your life, whether it's good or bad. It doesn't matter. And by focusing on it and giving attention to it, you're telling your brain that this is what you want. So when we say stand guard at the doorway of our mind, we got to be vigilant about the things that we hear and the things we see. That's why the name of the album is called The Gangster Mentality. Okay? Because you got to be gangster to make sure you focus only on what you want in life. Because check this out. A lot of times, what we get what we don't want in life, right? And then people tell us that we're helping to create our reality, but we wouldn't create this. But the thing is, when you talk about what you don't want, or when you talk about how things are, or how bad it is, or how to never get better, or how it is for you, then you're actually creating that by talking about it. Okay? By actually speaking on it. So I'm going to play a song off the Gangster Mentality real quick. Matter of fact, we're going to play the song Gangster Mentality, which sums it all up. It's a mindset. So let me do that real quick. You got anything you want to do, Lay? All you can do is invite. She might not want to be up there.
Ow, ow, ow.
What happened?
They were stuck on my my toe.
I'm sorry, but listen, you got to give me a little bit of room.
Delicate.
You what?
I'm delicate.
You delicate.
Yes.
Yes, you are. All right, let me get this song played up for these people real quick, man.
Why isn't she coming on?
Hold on. Here we go. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the gangster mentality real quick, because like I said, do face the fear.
Yes.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me do face the fear. All right. So again, hold on, like I got to do this one real quick because it's already here. We'll do face the fear after. So here we go. Gangster Mentality by yours truly, HK. This is the song Gangster Mentality off the album Gangster Mentality.
Face the fear.
Real gangsters live
What you
life
gonna do? You
on
standing
their
here?
terms. They envision the life they want to live, and they resolve to make it happen. Real gangsters create their own lane
More people
and live from their inner voice.
and come on here. More people.
Real
Okay, what you trying to do?
gangsters are for the people and of the people. This is my liberation. I got enough knowledge to feed the whole nation. True freedom only exists in the mind. In a world that's always trying to get you to conform, you gotta keep it gangster. I'm living Cali. I'm a real gangster. To the casket drop. We ain't gonna stop to the casket drop. Stop to the casket. We ain't gonna stop. What I mean when I say keep it gangster, this whole thing is a mindset. It's a mentality. It's about the perseverance to keep going after each failure, no matter what. The consistency to commit yourself to something. We don't do what we feel like. We do what we commit to. Do you have faith in you? Martin Luther King said you don't have to see the whole staircase. You have to take your first step. Make a move. Believe in you. It's the mentality. Keep it gangster with yourself and your dreams and your goals. Like I said, we're gangsters. We listen to our inner voice. We judge not by appearances. We understand it's a journey, and we're ready to keep it gangster. Are you? Stop to the casket drop. Stop to the casket drop.
We ain't gonna stop till the casket drop. We ain't gonna stop till the casket drop. We ain't gonna stop till the casket drop. We ain't gonna stop till the casket drop. We ain't gonna stop till the casket drop. We ain't gonna stop till the casket drop.
The gangster mentality is all about self-discipline. You running things for you. Can you persevere in the face of adversity? Can you commit yourself to something even though you don't feel like it? Do you have the faith to believe that it will all work out in the end for you? So when you hear HK say that Rodale, I had to keep it gangster to believe in myself, to believe I was gonna make it from down that dirt road to Rodeo Drive on the strength of me. That's my mentality.
So look, this is the thing, like whether they listening or not, or you think they listening or not, you just keep doing what you got to do. Hold on, what you trying to do? You want to play Face the Fear?
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, I got you. Hold on.
That's my favorite song you ever did.
All right. So Layla's favorite song is Face the Fear, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Let me get Face the Fear real quick. Hold on. Look. Okay, Face the Fear. Where we at? Face the Fear. Can I talk to the people for 2 seconds about Face the Fear?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Is that okay with you? I mean, you hijacked my live and everything, but you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Go on.
All right. So anyway, this next song on the album that I'm going to play is called Face the Fear. And listen, we all got them. We all got fears. And unless we face those fears, we won't live the life that we've truly designed to live. And like they said, the life we want to live is on the other side of fear. So
Face
for
the
me
fear.
personally,
Face the fear.
I had to face a lot of fears, and I'm
Other side of fear.
still
Face the
facing a
fear.
lot of fears. And My baby girl ain't gonna let me talk, so let's just play the song Face the Fear. Again, this song is on the gangster mentality. Remember, listen, that's one reason we eternal optimists, okay? So shout out to Spiritual Gangster again, because we're gonna face all the fears one by one. And as we face those fears, we're gonna get better every time. And what we're gonna realize, it was just a figment of the imagination. The fears don't exist. We just gotta face them head on. So here we go. Face the fear. Layla's favorite song, she said. Let's do it.
What are you afraid of? The fear is holding you back. The fear is keeping you from living the life you want to live. And what is fear? Other than false evidence appearing real. You were born with only two fears. The fear of loud noises
Guess what?
and the fear of falling. All other fears you have learned. The life you want to live is on the other side of fear. Face the fear. Face the fear. The life you want to live is on the other side of fear. Face the fear. Face the fear. The thing you fear doing most, that's what you have to do. Because the life you want to live is on the other side of fear. And when you step up and you face those fears, you're going to see it was just a figment of your imagination. The fears don't exist. The question is, do you have the confidence to believe in you enough to step out that comfort zone, enough to face the ridicule, enough to find yourself on that journey by yourself with nobody, but deep down inside you know what you have to make it. Can you face it? Can you face you? That's the question, fear. The life you want to live
Where's that, love?
is on the other side of fear.
Face the fear. Face the fear. The life you want to live is on the other side of fear. Face the fear. Face the fear.
The life you want to live
It's on the other side of fear. Face the fear. Face the fear.
the life you want to live
It's on the other side of fear. Face the fear.
face the fear. You get one life. Live out loud. Fear nothing but fear itself. Live life with no regrets. Fear getting to the end of your life and regret not having taken a chance on you. All you have to do is face the man in the mirror. Beat the voices in your head of limitation, the voices of doubt. You got this. Let's go. It's all inside of you. Fear doesn't exist. Face it. Head on.
We're doing this.
Let's go.
The life you want to live
is on the other side of fear.
Face the fear.
Face the fear. The life you want to live
It's on the other side of fear. Face the fear. Face the fear.
The life you want to live is on the other side of fear. Face the fear. Face the fear. The life you want to live is on the other side of fear. Face the fear. Face the fear.
All right. So that was Face the Fear. That was Layla's song. And that's what we all got to do. We got to face our fears and understand this. It's never as bad as we make it in our imagination. We suffer so much more in our imagination than we actually suffer when the real thing happens. And that's another reason we got to know how the brain works. And we got to know it's always calculating the worst case scenario. So once we know that, we can begin to use the tools. One is the deep breathing to be able to disconnect from the reptilian brain so we can connect to the neocortex so we can properly assess the situation and understand that, hey, it's not that bad. It's not that bad after all. Okay, Lay. All right, you did your two. Hold on.
I'm looking at mine.
Hold
I'm
on.
not going to read it.
Hold on. Okay, so what we're going to do then, so are you done hijacking my live? Or are we going to finish this together? What are we doing so I know how to carry it forward? Together?
Yes.
All right, so what we're going to do, hold on, we're going to take this and we're going to put this to the side so you can focus, okay? So we need to talk to the people for a minute, all right? So we need you to focus and we need you right here. Y'all got any feedback, any questions for me and Lay? She's here now. And, yeah.
If you have any questions about me, my YouTube channel,
Oh,
Instagram, I have something that I posted a few days ago. My mom posted it, and it's hilarious.
it's hilarious?
Yes.
Okay,
Mom,
okay.
Did you go on my Instagram?
Did I go on your Instagram?
Yeah.
I thought you tried to show it to me the other day.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember mommy's Instagram. It was on mommy's or it was on mine, but I don't know. So
Okay, I'm listening.
So it goes like take the do under the sun.
You know,
But it was actually an Uber.
do you know all right, this is Spiritual Sunday. You want to talk to the people? You want to tell them anything as it relates to the Spiritual Sunday?
So this was like very special one time. Remember when I went to No Kids Relevant and
Yes.
Omar?
Yes.
I saw the White Howard one time. I saw the Bron Games one time. I went to a No Kid Allowed event, and I got to go because I'm like the specialist kid that's allowed to go.
Okay. All right.
And when I was walking, this happened when I was like 5 or 4. When it happened, I was 4 and I was 5.
When? What are you talking about?
Did it happen? So when I went on TV at the No Kid Allowed event.
You was 5.
So when I was 5, I went on live TV when I was walking into my dad's friends and my dad's friends / his friend's house. And when I walked in, I said, when I was on TV, I said, even when you're young like me, you can still everything can still be amazing, or something like that. And they were like so amazed, and like that was one of the best No Kid Allowed events I've ever done.
Okay. So what you're telling the people is no matter what situation they're in, if they view the situation as amazing, it will be amazing. So it's not in actually what happens, but in the way you look at it. So not actually what happens to you, but how you respond to it. Okay, that's a good message from Baby Lay. Baby Lay is a spiritual gangster also. You know, she's coming up young in the trenches with it. And that's what it's about. It's about us trying to do a little bit better for the next generation than we have it, and then to pass it all along. Okay, so again, the message for today is to be an eternal optimist. No matter what's going in your life, we can get better. So one thing we want to do is properly educate ourselves. And that's why I love the Greeks when they said, know thyself. So one thing about it is we have a brain, and this brain is, you might as well look at it as the vehicle that moves us through this physical world. Nothing can happen to you that doesn't happen in your brain first, meaning we got to have 2 neurons that got to fire together and wire together. It's over 100 billion stars in this galaxy, and it's over 100 billion neurons in your brain. The real question is, are you in the world, or is the world in you? They told us from inside out, okay? And that's what we can do. The only thing we can really affect is the way we think about things, the way we look at things. And we need to control those small things. And once we do that, everything else will take care of itself. That's why they say all things be ready if the mind be so. Our job is to get our mind right. A lot of times we want to get other things and other people right, but we're not right. So even me, right? One time I was so frustrated, like why this didn't happen, why I didn't have this, why things wasn't working out the way I wanted to work out. And then I realized I wasn't ready. I was too immature. I was too emotional. I was able to let too many outside things affect my mood and the way I feel. You got to have thick skin in this world. And those that want to be successful, think about it. The more successful you get, the more eyes on you, the more people got to give their opinion about you and what you do and what you don't do and how they feel about it. And if you react to all of these things, you're actually giving away your power. You're giving away your focus. So we got to first develop what we need. And those are the internal skills so we can go out into the world and prosper the way we want to. So what I had to do was go all the way back to the drawing board, you know what I mean, to start all the way over and be like, okay, don't let me worry about all the things that are going on out there when I got things in here that I need to take care of. That's why they say if there's no enemy within, there can be no enemy without. The real enemy is the voices of doubt. It's the voices of negativity. It's the voices that's telling you not worthy, that you're not good enough. It's the voice that's telling you you could start tomorrow. It's the voice that's telling you that doesn't matter. It's those voices what we got to stand up to. And once we stand up to those voices, everything else will take care of itself. So that's why I say we got to keep it gangster. And we got to understand this. Life is about change. Life is about growth. A lot of people want you to be the same person that they met you at. They want you to be that same person. They want to hold you in the box, not understanding that you're allowed to grow. And a lot of times we gotta give ourselves permission to grow. We got to give ourselves permission to be somebody different. We're all unique individuals. And a lot of times we let other people's vision of us hold us hostage. Okay, so that's why I say keep it gangster. And that's what the scripture tells you when they say, be not conformed to this world, but transformed by the renewing of your mind. So it's deep wisdom in there. Okay, I got you, baby. It's deep wisdom in there. Be not conformed, meaning don't be like everybody else. Don't do what everybody else is doing. But it said transformed. But how do you transform? By the renewing of your mind. How do you renew your mind? You make it new. You come up with new concepts, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things. You let the old man go. What they say, the old man, we got to let him go. And they say you got to die over and over and over and over. Die to the old version of yourself, of who you used to be, and become somebody new. And that's what this whole Dirt Road to Rodeo is about. It's about alchemy. It's about growth. It's about change. It's about becoming the butterfly. The caterpillar cannot remain the same at all times. We got to grow. We got to change. We got to become somebody different. I'm telling you firsthand, because I've made so many mistakes, because I've experienced so many things, and I got to grow and I got to change. And I said my mission was to live out loud and to help somebody else that might be on the same journey that I'm on. And if I could save you some mistakes or save you some time, then I'm here for it. I just want to pay it forward. Because guess what? I'm blessed to even be here. Coming from where I come from down that dirt road, and as hard as I had it, it's a blessing today for me and my daughter just to be able to go on a walk and enjoy each other and enjoy that time. So anything I can do, I just want to give you the game how it go. You know what I mean? You take it for what it's worth. But I'm just trying to give you the game how it go. Eternal optimist. I've been counted out time after time after time. But guess what? I keep going. Every day I rise. I forget what happened yesterday. And you know, they say that you got to be a little bit psycho. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just that crazy. And I think, you know what? My life got a purpose. And even though I can't see it, I'm going to keep walking on this path. I'm going to take one step. And one day it's all going to work out. So Dirt Road to Rodeo is growing. It's leaving that negative mindset and becoming to the positive mindset. It's about leaving the ego, and it's about embracing the togetherness, the unity, the oneness that all of us. It's not about being holy, Holy. It's about being holy, Whollly. Understanding that everything is connected and you are part of the whole, and you are worthy, and we all are worthy, and we all are growing. We all going somewhere. Dirt Road to Rodeo. It's a journey. Let's embrace it every day and let's live out loud, because guess what? We don't know how much time we got. And we keep the brain to trick us, right? And it'll make us think it'll be better in the future. That I start doing this when? No, start now. Because when you get to the future, it's right now. Matter of fact, the only time it ever is right now. Okay? So right now is the time that you can affect change. How? By your thoughts. That's the seed. Right now, you begin to think different. You're planting new seeds. Those seeds will grow after they kind. Plant positive seeds. Positive things will happen. Plant negative seeds. Negative things will happen. That's just the law. Okay? Your job is to become a better planner. How do you do that? You be mindful. Okay? You stop. You take a deep breath. You look around. You think about things to be thankful for. Focus on all the good things that have happened to you. That's how you got to do. You got to be gangster. Every day you got to wake up and you got to say, you know what? If this world is negative, I'm going to be positive. So I'm going to focus on what I want, and I got to be vigilant with it. Every time I take my eye off of it, I'm going to get those negative thoughts going to creep in. Those voices are going to come right back. And I got to be vigilant, and I got to stand up to it. And you got to look at life like it's a game. Okay, so the one way you can start to offset that is, first of all, understand it. Second of all, have a plan, have a strategy. Okay, have a strategy. When those negative voices come, what are you going to do? Are you going to succumb to it? Are you going to let it stop you? Or are you going to be victorious in your own story? Because you writing the movie. The question is, are you on autopilot or are you producing the movie? Eternal optimist, spiritual gangster. It don't stop till the casket drop. That means we keep going every day. We keep swinging. One day you're going to hit. What if it work out for you? People say, what if it don't? But what if it do? Somebody got to win. Why not you? But first, it's the mindset. And see, that's the reason why we do these spiritual retreats. The reason why we do these mastermind events. The reason why we do these networking events. Why? So we can all come together and form that community, because you can't do it by yourself. We need each other, because that negativity is just going to be coming, and it's going to be coming harder. And those that understand how this works, what's the easiest way to control people? Keep them negative, keep them scared, keep them afraid, keep them angry. Why? They're going to use the base part of their brain. We all know that you gotta activate that neocortex so you can actually think properly and think clearly, so you can begin to solve the problems that you have in your life and come up with creative solutions. Otherwise, all you're doing is reacting. That's all you're doing, is reacting to life all day. You're either going to be reactive or you're going to be proactive. Okay, so you might need to get you a coach. You might need to get you a mentor. A lot of people ask me, why you got a trainer when you go to the gym? Because I want to get the most out of that time. If I go in the gym, I might be on my phone. I might be lackadaisical. I'm not going to push myself the way that this man is going to push me. So, okay, he's going to be my personal trainer. You might need a trainer for life to get you to think the way you need to. Because guess what? You can't rise above your thoughts. No matter what, you're looking for everything going on out there, but you're thinking, what they say, you got stinking thinking. And the thinking is producing everything. As you think in your heart, so are you. When they mention heart in the scriptures, subconscious mind. There it is right there. That's why stand guard at the doorway of your mind, because that subconscious mind is going to birth any seed you put in it. You put in a seed of, I'm not good enough, things never work out for me, that's just how it is, then that's what you're going to see in your life. Because that's what you produce, because you are the creator in your life. You create. You was given a gift, but you just take the gift and just do anything with it. But the gift of speech, yeah, that's a gift. That's why they say, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. How many scriptures? And I ain't preaching at all. I'm just saying what makes common sense. And that's what we got to do, is get back to using some common sense. Death and life in the power of the tongue. Those who love to talk will eat its fruits. That means these words produce something. Matter of fact, what they say, every idle word shall not come back to me void, but it shall prosper in that I send it in. That's why they told us, if you ain't got nothing good to say, shut your mouth. Abracadabra. I create what I speak. That's why I say I am. I'm trying to speak it into existence. Like you need to. That's where our power is. Speak only on what you want. What they say, pleasant words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bone. And that's literally science. That's literally science. Just like I said, when you speak, it changes the biochemistry of the brain. When you speak words of love and compassion and gratitude, now you're getting oxytocin and serotonin and dopamine, things, actually hormones that actually uplift the immune system. So it is true. What it say, anxiety weighs down the heart of a man, but a good word cheers it up. Meaning speak life. And even as you speak that life, you're going to change the biochemistry of what's going on in your body. The power of the tongue is life and death. Those who love to talk will eat what it produces. See, a lot of people think, you know, I'm a create when I just talk about the good stuff. Now, when you talk about the bad stuff, when you talk about the stuff that the celebrities are doing, when you talk about the stuff that they putting on the news, when you talk about all the bad things, actually you're creating it. And that's science. That's so basically the book was really just deep science when I look at it. That's what it was, deep science. Let the spirit change your way of what? Thinking. Thinking. The thought precedes the action. We trying to do, but you got to put the thought first. The thought precedes the action. The thoughts are everything. So that's my word for today. What they say, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit cheers up the bone. Meaning we got to be happy. Why be happy? Why not? Really? It's up to you. I mean, you can live and you can focus on everything that's not good and everything that you don't want, or you can be happy. Totally up to you. So look, before we go, I want to tell y'all a quick little story about an eagle, because since so many of us got to change and transform, this story about the eagle was very, very interesting to me. And this said, according to Jewish understanding, right, the eagle is a long-lived prey that can live up to 70 years under certain conditions. But when the eagle reaches the age of 40, it got to make a real difficult decision because its nails have become so long and they're no longer flexible. So they can't easily grab prey. Also, the long and sharp beak becomes so curved that it cannot piece away at its prey. So the wings became so heavy because the feathers became very thick and attached to the breast. So that makes it difficult for the eagle to fly. So guess what? The eagle has two options left. He's either got to die or undergo a painful 150-day replacement process. The process requires that the eagle fly to the top of a mountain, right? And there, the eagle has to hit its beak against a rock until it breaks. And once it breaks its beak, it has to wait for a new one to grow. And then it pulls out its claws with its beak. Once his new claws grow out, he can pluck his old feathers. Okay? So after 5 months, the eagle recovers and can live for another 40 years. So in one sentence, you're comparing the spiritual renewal with the eagle. So they said it's going to be a painful process of transformation that we all have to go through. But this painful process of renewal is repentance. And it is the breaking and pulling away of the accumulated passions of the soul. So we got to basically break away from the person that we was to become somebody new. So right now, how many of you are that eagle? Right now, undergoing that painful process. When you got to make a decision, do I live or die? And to die is to remain small. It's to remain the ego-based you. It's all about you. It's all about me. It's what I need. I'm in survival mode. Or am I able to transcend that and begin to see the oneness in everything that's around me? Am I able to, instead of live from a place of survival, understand that the universe supports me and takes care of me? So I begin to move totally different. That's where a lot of us have to decide. Are we going to be that eagle and fly to that next level? Yes, we are. We're eternal optimists. We're spiritual gangsters. We understand it's a mission in life, and we're here for a reason. And it's not just to accumulate things for me, but actually, what can I become? How can I help the whole? Because we're all connected. And that's what it's all about. So that's how we're going to do. We're going to keep it gangster every day. And what I want y'all to do is make sure y'all go to Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music, and listen to this gangster mentality. And you got to listen to it over and over and over again, because you got to begin to rewire the brain. And you got to understand that you've been thinking the way you've been thinking for a long time. And it's not going to change overnight. It's something you got to be very, very vigilant about. Okay? But we're going to do this every day. That's why I want y'all to show up, because listen, I get strength by being here, doing this for you all. You all get strength. So it's just an exchange of energy. Each one teach one. Okay. And we work it out together. But it's time for us all to become that eagle and fly higher. That transformation, what we've been talking about. And that's what the whole Dirt Road to Rodeo is about. Okay. So before we go, I'm going to end this on one more song. Do y'all got any? Let me see how many people out there actually been checking out HK. Somebody give me a song off the gangster mentality that they want to hear. Give me a song. Talk to your boy HK. While y'all thinking of the song y'all want to hear, remember this. We can do some very small things to actually change our situation. And it's very simple when we get back to the practical things. A lot of times we think it's need to be some really big solution, when actually we need to do the things that we can control. One of the main things we can do is come up with a morning routine. We all know exercise. The body is meant to be moved. Just move your body. Exercise. Okay? What else we got? Get outside, get some sunshine and some fresh air. And other than that, practice gratitude. Stay in a state of gratitude at all times. And the best way to get more things is to be appreciative of what you already have. It's crazy to think that you're going to get more things and you don't appreciate what you have and make the best use of the things that you already have. So we're going to do that. And since Auntie April said the time is now, really, the time is now for all of us to start thinking totally different and to become somebody totally different. So we're going to do the time is now. Layla has came right back in the mix. So remember, this song Time Is Now is on the album. And I want you to get a very strong sense of how important time is. And they say time is money. And I say, no, time is way more valuable than money. Because we can make more money, but we can't make more time. A person can lose all their money and they can get it back. But once you lose your time, it's just over. So the time is now. So the poem by Benjamin Mays, what do he say? I have just a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Didn't seek it, didn't choose it. But I know that I must use it, pay account if I abuse it. It's just a tiny little minute, but eternity is in it. So the question is, what are you doing with your time? Because that's the gift that we were given. What's up, baby girl? Who is this for?
You.
This is for me? I love you, Daddy. I hope we can go to Legoland Hotel. We can. Okay. I'm going to play the song The Time Is Now for the people right now, because we all want to get a sense of urgency so we can make the best use of that time. We all want to get gangster mentality and make sure that we plant the proper seeds, not only in our mind, but in the kids' mind. The time is now for that. The time is now for us to wake up and let's elevate. Here we go. Gangster mentality right now. Spiritual gangsters. We eternal optimists. Let's go. The problem is you think you have more time than you do. Time is the only commodity that we can't make more of. You can always make more money. Yeah. But you can't make more time. Okay. When it's gone, it's gone. So we have to make the best use of time. So like, we all get the same 24 hours of the day. The question is, hey, what are you doing with your time? Guess what? Huh? What? Okay. Let's do it. Some of your life, the chicken away. Hey. Time waits for no man. The world don't stop turning. So we can't stop working. You can't turn back the hands once it's gone. You have to live with the regret. What you should have did. What you could have did. But you can't get the time back. Like they say, time is not running out. Hey. Your time is. You can't stop the clock. All you can do is try to make the best use of the time. The time is now. No opportunities wasted. And the older you get, the faster it goes.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Barry?
They're not gonna wait for you. You gotta get up and get it.
Every lay happens, you want to
That's why
dance.
you gotta have that gangster mentality. Don't sit around and want it.
But
Make better use of that time.
oh yeah.
We gotta keep growing. No,
Thank y'all for joining us today.
the time is now.
You say bye-bye
Stop waiting around for things to happen.
and make it happen. Tell them bye-bye.
Don't trade more
Well,
time.
I'm sorry.
But we gotta make better use of the time we
Blah,
have.
blah, blah.
Every minute you waste is a minute you can't get back.
Bye-bye.
The whole game.
You get to the end of your life,
Join us next Sunday. We appreciate it.
Next Sunday at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 1 o'clock if they on the East Coast. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
Bye.